Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Hitman Freelancer and the Eco-Crime Deep Dive, where we're causing all sorts of burning and electrocutions and generally doing our best to find the fertilizer. We poked around there by that tree. They're not in the ground there, so I guess we're going to have to go and look in a series of fancy locations around the globe. Now, last time we finished the first level and we did an alerted map, so that leaves us with 3 non-alerted maps to begin with today. Where were we planning on going for a showdown? Either Paris or Dubai, probably. What have we got in Ambrose? We've got Trap Kill Water Canister, Poison Emetic, Eliminate Guards SMG. It's not a great map for this sort of thing. Do we take Time Trial? It's kind of tricky because Poison Emetic means you then have to slowly follow your target to somewhere where they start vomiting. And that doesn't really work that well with Time Trial. So I'm wondering if we actually leave Ambrose until we get a better set of prestige. And instead, perhaps, we go to Paris? Yes, let's go to Paris. Poison Guard. Make target slip. Electrocution kill. We could take Collateral Explosion because we know where to find propane, and so for poisoning we're bringing Seeker for sure, and we're going for an electrocution kill, so we probably best bring the water canister and our taser. Now we're already filling up on inventory space, but we've definitely got enough space left for a pistol, and we don't necessarily need to propane people. We could bring a duck along after all. So back we go to our case, grab ourselves a little ducky, and that should be everything we need. No, wait, we can't bring a duck, can we? Because we've forgotten that we need to make target slip. So upstairs we go. We need a banana. And I think we've got space for a grape as well. Certainly once we drop the grape knife we should have, one thinks. Here we go. So we're using up all of our inventory space. And we've got 3 targets in Paris. A fine way to begin the day. Then we're in the attic, which is usually just fine and dandy. One of our targets is on this floor, is Martha. And then we've got Bruce and Alan, who are 1 floor down. So it might be wise to get this bodyguard outfit. Let's see. How should we go about this? Let's lure them over here.
Check it out. Affirmative.
I feel like you're going to turn away. Yeah. Now, you're going to just not come around far enough for us to corner choke you, but it's okay, we can get unsubtle. Let's go find target 1. What's the best way to slip out of this attic? Down here it seems. And then target is... Oh, is it you who stands there and looks out the window? Yeah, it is. But then you also come out here sometimes? Or am I making that up? I might be making that up. I think I've pushed her over the balcony before, but it required taking out a lot of other people to make that happen. So what we'll probably do first is lure over this guard, knock him out.
Man, I think I heard something.
And then we'll probably
Moving in to investigate. Over.
deal with Haley as well. Knock her out.
Have a lovely day.
Alright, so... Yeah, we'll knock you out now, Haley. And then
No.
we'll knock you out. Haley can come with. And you two just chill out. We've got an unconscious witness, but that's not end of the world. Now, she's not going to come until a guard has done it first. I think she'll probably be our electrocution kill, because once we've got everyone else lured and out of the way... Although...
Annoyed will admit to that. Not
more though, keeping it in check.
Wow, a body.
Breaths in through the
That guy
nose, out through the mouth.
wasn't part of the plan. So you go back in. Now, you there. Are you looking for Haley? Maybe. You can join the pile. Is Dahlia alive on this version of the map? The answer's probably. But maybe she won't come in here if everyone else is. Maybe she just doesn't come in here until the laptop's tampered with. Right. Why am I actually keeping that bodyguard alive? We don't need to have an unconscious witness. He's a guard, and we feel no compunction about taking them out. Now, maybe we're down to her next. Yeah, the other two guards didn't appear to hear that. Good. So now we can get on with our business.
Oh, come on, don't be one of those days where everything goes wrong, please.
No, one thing is going to go wrong. It's quite a big one. But it's the only thing that's going to go wrong today, so you don't have too much to worry about. I mean, soon you won't have anything to worry about. So let's drag you over this pile of water that we've just made. And then we did bring the correct... Yeah, we bought the remote taser, good. I've learned now to read it before I trigger it or throw it or drop it. I guess we could have also made you slip. I didn't think about that. That's always one of the trickier parts of
Miss Margolis.
dealing with this sort of thing. Was it on the list of eco-crime challenges, or is it one of those extra ones that pops up, like killing guards with an SMG? I'm not 100% on that. But either way, it's a pain in the butt whenever we have to do it. Probably a guard down here, but it doesn't really matter if he hears our briefcase, because we are down fast enough to scoop it up. Let's go look for targets 2 and 3. If they're both on this floor, and this ought to be a fairly straightforward run. Although we'd need to find a propane. Alright, target number 2 is a security guard who just stands in front of that painting and then wanders off again. Which is going to make him a very easy target for a banana. Where might one find propane on this floor? Anywhere? Or finding a crate might be nice. They've got no propane. Alright, so we've got a security guard there is target number 3. Maybe if we bob downstairs and grab a propane from the basement, because we can certainly find some down here. I believe it was our most recent trip to Paris where we found a propane down here. And there we go. Friend has fallen on his butt. Oh, there's the Palace Master Key just lying around. Very nice. Doesn't matter if his body gets found, he gets lifted up again, because he's just going to go back to patrolling. Do you have out for us?
Got money? I got merchandise.
Merchandise? Got a baseball bat. We need one.
Thanks for shopping.
We've also got a saber, but we can get a saber anyway on Paris, so maybe we'll pop back down later and grab the baseball bat. And maybe we'll pop into a side room.
Yeah, that's what I like to see.
Grab the saber, but for now, let's go find our target. He's on his ass. Yes, he is. Well, he's on his face. So where are we going to find someone else who can be lured over? Shouldn't be too hard, because we could lure over one of those guys, I guess, who's just walking around out here. Yeah, you come on in. You get bonked. Now we're going to put you on top of your friend. Now, let's just throw down our propane. It's nestled neatly on top of the pair of them. And there we go, we have a tragic accident. Someone should go and see what all that hullabaloo is about. Right, where's our man? He's moved around the other side. So he goes back and forth, I guess.
How's it going?
Would anyone really notice if we were to just do that? Apparently so.
Get someone to send an ambulance ASAP. There's been an accident.
We're apparently in combat. Yep, someone just literally fired a shot at us, so we are in combat. That wasn't subtle.
Target's gone.
And now there's lots of orange people that know that we're sus.
Goddamn maniac killing people. He's dressed like us.
So we could probably use a change of outfit. I mean, the Shake's nearby. But he's also surrounded by people that are now orange. So we've kind of boxed ourselves in a bit here. And we can't really climb our way out of trouble because of our briefcase. But let's see. So yeah, there's still quite a few people out here who don't know what we look like. So maybe we're fine. Maybe we're going to get away with things. Although we still want to go down and rob ourselves the safe. So on this side, we've got a security man. I assume our bodies from the other side are being dragged about and generally removed. Yeah, they've been tucked away. Or at least one of them might have been. That's fine, we only need one. And we're now freshly disguised and able to make our way downstairs.
What's up with you, big guy?
Oops.
Wait, what is this guy? Does anybody know him?
Okay, we've got an enforcer on that door. Should have considered that before I just blundered down the stairs. It's not even the right stairs. These are the ones that would be far more useful for us. And then let's find our way to the museum. Okay, there's a guard down there who's also sus.
Oh boy.
But he's now too busy
I gotta get to a bath.
to be suspicious of us. Now, here's the museum.
How are you, sir?
Somewhere in here is a saber that we can grab. How subtle do we need to be?
All respect to you.
I'm guessing not very. Which is good, because we've not been very subtle up till now. Is it in this room? There's certainly a saber somewhere in the ground floor of Paris. Oh, there's a battle axe over there. So we can see things in instinct. And yeah, there's a saber. Good. You are a little close for comfort. Take you out, then hopefully no one will hear this. And we'll just help ourselves. Now, we can wear that on our back, good. So now we can go grab the baseball bat from down below. I do like this version of Paris, where it's daytime and the crowds haven't showed up yet for the fashion show, and it's just nice and relaxed. Now, we can just take the water canister out and carry that about. And we've got all the goods that we require. Just a slow stroll over to the exit, and that's another perfect run dealt with. Electrocution kill wasn't too bad on this one because we had ample targets to choose from. So we were going to find one who was in a quiet spot. Now, we should probably get back our taser. That breaching charge is still not available to be recovered, but that's fine. Ambrose. What have we got? So we are using a trap kill water canister. So we can't do the first two of those, but we can do collateral accident. The only question is, where is our target going to be? And are they going to be on some sort of surface that we can pour water on? Because that's another consideration with the water kills and the oil kills. If our target finds themselves on a beach or something and we pour water down, it might not work. Don't think we need... Oh yeah, we need an SMG, don't we? I've made that mistake once already. But this time we should remember to actually bring one. Let's see how Ambrose plays out. Okay, we are near hippie friend and biochemistry friend. Our target is right next to an exit, actually. I don't know how useful they're going to be when it comes to going somewhere sensible for a puke. I suspect the answer is that they're not going to be very useful at all. We'll grab a nana from that crate and we will investigate them further. So I think they're pretty much back where the mission generally starts. Oh no, actually they're on the next fishing pier along. So this might be worse because it's the more public one. I was thinking they were on the starting point of the map and we might stand some sort of chance. But now I'm less inclined to think that. Right, they're one of the workers. Yeah, this doesn't bode well. At all. Domestic gas grenade. Not considered an illegal item. I didn't realise that. So here comes target. He's just going to chill there for a moment. So we can at least seeker him and see where he goes. And because he stands there, we could also just pour our water here. Maybe that's wise, because he's going to go to the end of the docks now, isn't he? Maybe what we do is we spill the water here, because I think this is a spot that is going to accept water. Yeah. And when he comes back, we can knock him out on that spot. Yeah, I've got a plan. We're going to knock him out on that spot. Then we're going to draw someone else's attention to the area. So they're going to run over to try and resurrect him. Oh, don't be coming past now, Noel. Although actually, yeah, we've got time because that guy's going to be vomiting for like a minute. So Noel Crest can bugger off again. Potentially I could lure someone else out now, knock him out. And then knock him out. But I'm worried if I knock him out anywhere other than where I've poured the water. People in there might see, there might be people over there that see. It's hard to say. So I don't want to have to knock two people out, basically. But here's our water patch. So we're definitely going to get him. There is a possibility that the person who comes to help him doesn't quite stand in the water and we don't get collateral accident.
Isn't it?
But we're definitely getting our man. Let's drag him a bit first. Good. And now let's drop a micro taser on him. Good. Now, that's going to attract the attention of a guard.
Hey,
Oh wait, no. We've got someone else's attention.
hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, you go and have a look.
What?
What do you mean collateral accident failed? They both died. They both got electrocuted by the same trap. How does that work? Is it because they didn't die in the exact same second? I'm calling bull on that one. That was a load of nonsense. You'll excuse my harsh language. Well, time to go and SMG some guards to feel better about ourselves. And also find our supplier.
Looking good, sir.
Yeah, 100% that should have worked. Not impressed, freelancer. Sort your bugs out. Now, what can we buy? Do we want to buy anything right now, or do we want to cause chaos first? Yeah, I think we'll come back to supplier friend after we've killed a few guards, because we don't want to be juggling inventory items when we're potentially fleeing for our lives. No, we got away with that, right?
Excuse me. You're not allowed here, you know.
Yep, we're fine. We're actually allowed here. We're a guard. Don't you know? How are we compromised? I feel like we shouldn't be compromised. Well, actually, that wasn't even slightly cautious of us, so I'm not terribly surprised that we're compromised. But still, I'm kind of miffed about it. I'm just miffed about Ambrose in general this time around. Oh, now we're not compromised anymore. Either way, we're a pirate now. Although no, now we can't carry things out of the level, can we? Yeah, we're just searching again, so all is good. Now, baseball bat. Can't afford two things, but let's see. Let's buy the rare item then.
You just come back if you need more. Hey, you need anything? I got some cool stuff.
And we'll just disappear with our water canister and our new sniper rifle. The only reason I can feel that Collateral Accident didn't work though is just because they didn't die exactly in the same moment as one another. So, oh, sorry friend.
Oh, God, can you smell that? I am me.
So,
I'm sorry.
yeah, you've just completely derailed my train of thought with your talk about having beans. Yeah, if I'd knocked two guys out and done it, Collateral would have worked for sure. But because one died like a second later, it didn't. And that's a load of crap. That's more of a problem with Collateral Accidents than it is with eco-crime. But because eco-crime leads you towards accident kills anyway, that's why it kind of becomes an eco-crime problem. Our target's a smoker and a sweet tooth. Timed silent takedown is awful, but it's the only option for getting a perfect run. But it's especially awful on a showdown where you don't really want to be leaving trails of bodies everywhere. So we've got perfect shooter, poison emetic, and burning accident. So we'll bring our oil canister. We'll bring some usual stuff. Maybe even we'll bring a screwdriver. I've got no faith whatsoever that timed silent takedown is going to get done. But the other options just aren't kind for showdowns where you've only got one target. So where is the fertilizer at? We don't have many targets, so there is a small chance that we can get everything that we need to done in the time limit. Our targets are all down here somewhere. There's one, there's another. You're a foodie, so it's not you. Also, we're looking for grey-haired people. Glasses, earrings and necklace. It could be her. Where's she going?
That's kind of you. But I have a meeting.
With who?
She's a sweet tooth.
No, huh?
That's promising. Let's go and have a look at some of the others downstairs. So you've got grey hair.
Weird.
Can I have a look at you, please?
Whoa,
Earring?
easy there, Tiger.
Yeah, can I just... Yeah, you do have an earring. So it could be you.
Welcome.
It's not those hat wearers. And I think that guy's drinking, so it's not him. So we know that one of our targets is a Sweet Tooth. That guy's a smoker. This hasn't helped narrow things down. We're running out of time, but not out of time yet. Now, are you going to have a smoke at any point? Maybe. Yeah, it's a handover. So it could well be her. Oops, there's a guard. Let's get this outfit. Ah, it's safe, that's why there's a guard. Well, if we're quick and we can dump both of these bodies, then that's a second outfit handy. Should we need it. Although sadly it's not time to get disguises, it's time to silent takedowns. We could just grab our oil canister at this point. It's suspicious to use it. But if we know where our target smokes,
Hi.
then we could be okay. Yeah, she's Sweet Toothing again.
How you been?
We know where the guy downstairs smokes. If she sees us pouring oil somewhere, is she going to panic about it? Or do we just lure her into a room and set her on fire in the hopes that she is the one? I mean, she's smoking. Yeah, she's the one. She doesn't have a tattoo or anything, does she? So she's definitely the one. No, you there. Bonk. Get in that box. Reset my timer. Where's she gone now? She's hanging out there. But we know that she smoked over here. Oh, everyone's panicking. I'm debating, you see, whether we take her out by just letting her smoke herself to death. Or whether we just do it more deliberately by luring her somewhere, knocking her out. But where's she going to go now? Anywhere? Or is she having another meeting? So that guy's also handover,
All
but
good?
Sorry I'm late.
Good to see you.
does she have
Something for me?
earrings?
Got it.
Let's check.
Everything is
Yeah, she does have
good.
earrings, so she does fit all the bills.
God.
She's going straight for another smoke at the same spot. Or is she going somewhere else? She's just standing there. Because I want to pour the oil. But I also don't want her to see me do it in case it panics her. Now, if she comes in here, it's not going to be her, is it? That'd be too much to hope for. And it turns out nobody's coming to look anyway. Okay. But you're going to come in and look now. Good. That's another silent takedown. She is coming back this way. Oops. Didn't mean to further concuss you, my friend. Oh, we've also got poison target emetic. I forgot about that. So in that case, we'll put away our oil canister. We'll bring out our seeker. Now, is there anywhere we can get a crafty shot on her? Not if she's going to be standing behind a whole bunch of other people. And everyone again is panicking. Because we've apparently got crime stink all over us.
Out of my way, waiter.
Now, will anyone see us if we're stood in this corner?
Hello. Sorry I'm late. A lot of things going down.
Oh,
Hello.
she steps in there. Okay. And we might have just interrupted her. So we could probably use another silent takedown. Got to plan them slightly in advance because of the time it takes to lure people in, and then the time it takes to register that they have in fact been taken out silently. That's cool. And we've got the key card. Now, here she comes again. Oh no, that's the other one. She's over there. She does come this way quite frequently. Good. She has been poisoned. And she's off to the bogs. Ah, we're going to blow Perfect Shooter though here, aren't we? Because Perfect Shooter will be blown by the oil canister. Not counting. Yeah, shooting the oil breaks Perfect Shooter, sadly. But I'm willing to take that at this point. This is another problem with eco-crime. We will find multiple problems with eco-crime, I feel. And this is certainly one. I feel that shouldn't count against Perfect Shooter. But it does. This is the world in which we live. So 3 out of 4. That's why it would have been good to catch her smoking. But alas. All of the smoke spots were in the public and there was just too much risk of alerting her and potentially having her run away. Now we've got the safe. It's very rare for me to actually complete the Island Takedown time trial, so I'll take the loss of 500 Mercers. Pretty straightforward safe to deal with. Don't think we got enough to buy anything, but just in case we have, we should probably go and see Supplier and get ourselves a guard outfit, just so that we can carry guns out of the level. This is one of those natural electrocution spots I've mentioned a few times. It's just a plug socket and a water cooler, it's all right there. It's the easiest thing in the world to electrocute someone. But sadly your freelancer targets are hardly ever those people, so yeah. Sad times all round. Oh, we can get a gun. Spiffing. Actually, yeah, we'll get a sniper rifle.
Good choice. You know where I am if you need more.
So yeah, that's kind of why it's a bit silly that there's both burning kill and then oil canister kill. And there's both electrocution kill and there's water canister kill. Because you're almost never going to get the natural ones without the canisters. But so be it. And that brings us to another reward. An SMG. And it brings us to our final mission of the day. And we actually got our breaching charge back. Hooray! So where are we going for Eco Crime Level 3? We're after the B. And we're going to Colorado, Dubai, New York, Paris, Santa Fortuna. So a couple of repeats, which is sad times. But inevitable with this sort of challenge. But we definitely won't do those today. We'll do one of the others instead. So do we do Alerted Colorado? Electrocution kill on Colorado is not nice. Generally, none of Colorado is nice, but that could all be done in theory. I suppose we're going to have to bite the bullet. And we might literally have to, because we might just get shot in the face a bunch of times. Electrocution kill. Eliminate guards with an SMG, unsilenced pistol. So, what might we want to bring? An SMG, obviously. A couple of pistols. Silenced and unsilenced. And then we're going to need to bring regular tools here. So the water canister. Actually, do we need a water canister? Because guards, if they pick up a proc smoke taser, will generally just electrocute themselves with them, won't they? And our targets are going to be guards because it's Colorado. And we've got space for a seeker. Yeah, I think actually this might be one of those rare opportunities where we can get an electrocution kill without a trap canister. So some of what I just said on Dubai isn't right. or isn't relevant. Do we actually bring the Seeker? Because I've just realised as well we need to make a target slip, so we need banana and grape. And Colorado's not a great map for puke spots. So I think we'll leave the Seeker at home. We'll bring grapes, we'll bring banana. And let's go do Colorado. Or Romania. Maybe we'll do Romania then. Now, suddenly everything has become a lot trickier. Partly because I don't know much about the layout. Interpol badge? Why would I have an Interpol badge about my person? Some sort of hangover from Colorado, I guess? Right, so we're at one end of the train. We don't have any sort of map. We could get a guard outfit, but that won't help with our targets. Electrocution kill now has become trickier. So that guy who just walked up here was a target, wasn't he? Yeah.
And she's a lawyer.
And he's got someone else in this room. And there's other people walking the corridor, so making him slip might be tricky. Then we've got another target who's asleep in a room. And then we got some soap, so that's another possible slip opportunity. So she's coming back. Let's put some soap on the floor and see what happens. I feel like he's going to move soon, and he's going to walk straight past us, so... Okay. Now...
Could you split? It would be a good time to leave. Like,
yeah, we're not allowed in there. Okay. Might have to kill a bunch of non-targets on this level. We will have to see. So that guy goes over there. That guy can't be flung out of the window. But we could make him slip on the way back, perhaps. Yeah. Good. There we go. There was a tragic accident. Well, it wasn't that tragic. He's just bumped his head. He'll be fine.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I think something terrible is going on.
Why is everyone suddenly sus on me? I've got nothing to do with any of this. And now I'm on the top of the train, so why am I hunted? Well, this hasn't gone well. Why can't I seem to get down the side? There we go. Although that doesn't really count. What do you mean there he is? He's clearly not. Yeah, this has all gone so pear-shaped so fast. But that's Romania for you. We might have to murder some guards. We can do that. Are they going to come closer? I mean, we could be using SMG for this. That would be helpful. Because that's an objective. Good. One down. Now.
What are you doing down there? Help!
Okay, we're just a guard again. Everyone's probably a little bit sus. We'll grab some ammo. It looks like all the civilians have sort of scuttled away. Yeah. There's a whole pile of peeps down there. Most of them aren't the ones we need. Oh, here come some guards. And they are definitely sus. Okay, that's 2 out of 3. Here comes the third. Come on. Poke your head. There we go. Got him, eventually. Right. Unsilenced pistol kill epic. We know that one of our men is down here, but so is a lot of other people, so might have to thread the needle. Like we did with that guard.
Oh, please, please. Oh, please be an orgy. Please, 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 please be sleeping together. Oh, please.
Need some help here.
Where's our man?
Does anybody
He's run
know
off.
who the dead person is? Please, can anyone tell me?
Okay, we can come out this bit. There's another target.
You there, guard.
Yeah, you're sus.
Oye, mira. Anyone know this clown?
But that's fine. We don't mind if civilians are sus. And if he follows us up here, that'd be great. He doesn't seem to want to. No, there is a guard coming though. I just want to get past this early part of the train, if I can. Right, that guard. It's pretty awful. Misses. Now, can I just plough through this pile of people? I can.
You! Stop!
Good. Now. Oop. There we go. Someone noticed that, but that's fine. We got our unsilenced pistol kill epic. Let's move up the train a bit.
Jesus Christ!
Doesn't matter too much if we're compromised. Up there. Okay, yeah, a lot of people have compromised us at this point. But they're all civilians. Oh wait, we've actually killed everyone. I thought we had another target. Oh, my bad. Okay, it's not that dramatic. But yeah. I thought we had a 4th target. Turns out we don't, so we've missed out on an electrocution kill. And Romania has gone pretty much like Romania always goes. Oh yeah, I forgot about you.
There must be.
But 3 out of 4, it's fine. I've been looking forward to Colorado then as well. But alas, it was not to be. Next time though, there will be Paris and Dubai, and a couple of fresh levels, and we're going to have a jolly good time, as much as eco-crime allows us to do so. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.